Assalamu alaikum. This is Ms. Shanila Kabul, your English teacher. I hope you all are doing well. Before I start my lesson, I would like to congratulate you all on your promotion to class 8th. Now I want you all to listen to the lecture attentively so you can understand all the points clearly, as your assessment will be based on these video lessons. This is your syllabus of English language for the first term. Number 1. Present tense, all four forms plus translations. Number 2. Uses of only as adverb and adjective. Number 3. Adjective clause, concept. Number 4. Adjective phrase. Number 5. Suffixes and prefixes. Number 6. Antonyms and synonyms. And number 7. Composition, letter and application. Here we'll discuss the uses of present indefinite tense. And the first one is habit and routine. A habit is something you do in a regular and repeated way. It is a process that can occur subconsciously. The first sentence is, she runs 10 kilometers every morning before going to the office. It means it is a daily routine. She has made it her habit to run before work. Sentence number 2. I always wake up at 7 in the morning. So, this is my routine. I daily wake up at this time. Present indefinite is also used to talk about situations that are mostly permanent or shows a present state. For example, I live in California. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Our next example is universal truth. The present indefinite is used to express facts that are always true or events that always happen. This use is often described with the term universal truth. For example, a magnet attracts iron. The sun rises in the east. These are the facts of nature which cannot be changed. And the fourth one is future action. We use the present indefinite for actions and events that are set by a timetable. These timetables are fixed and do not change because they are officially decided and announced to do. For example, the semester ends on May 15 this year. It means the date has been officially decided and announced. The next example is Terrence's flight leaves at 12:30 p.m. This is the flight scheduled departure time set by the airline. In this topic, we'll learn the sentence structure of present indefinite tense. If you look at the structure of affirmative, we have subject in the beginning. Our subject can be a pronoun, that is I, we, you, or they, or it may be a noun. So, in affirmative, after the subject, we write first form of verb, then object, and then other parts of a speech. In negative, we add do not after the subject. In interrogative sentences, do is written in the beginning, before the subject, then first form of verb, then object, plus other parts of a speech, and in the end question mark. Without question mark, our interrogative sentence is incomplete. The last one is interrogative. The structure of interrogative is quite similar to interrogative, but here you have to add not after the subject, which is very important. And after not, follow the pattern of interrogative sentence. Now here we have sentences according to the structure which we have just discussed. Sentence number 1. I buy grocery every Sunday. This is affirmative. In negative, I do not buy grocery every Sunday. Interrogative, do I buy grocery every Sunday? Question mark. And interrogative is, do I not buy grocery every Sunday? Question mark. The second sentence structure is about he, she, it, and singular noun. So, in this case, in affirmative sentence, we use first form of verb with s, es, ies after the subject. Then we add object and other parts of the speech. Remember, we use s, es, and ies in affirmative sentence structure only. In negative, subject is written in the beginning, and then we add does not. Verb is written in simple form according to the rule. In interrogative structure, we write does, then subject, then simple first form of verb, and object. And after the object, we write other parts of the speech. And question mark is the main part of interrogative sentence. In interrogative, start sentence with does and write not after the subject. Add the first form of verb, then add object and put the question mark in the end. These sentences are according to the structure which I have recently explained. Sentence number 1. He tries to call his friend. Since it is a affirmative sentence, so we will use first form of verb with ies. The next one is negative. He does not try to call his friend. In negative, we write does not with simple first form of verb. Our interrogative sentences: does he try to call his friend? Question mark. Again, simple first form of verb is used here. And interrogative is, does he not try to call his friend? Question mark. Sentence number 2 is, it rains every day here. This is affirmative, and the verb is written with S. Our negative structure is, it does not rain every day here. Interrogative is, does it rain every day here? Question mark. And finally, our interrogative is, does it not rain every day here? Question mark. Our new topic is translation. So the first point which I want to tell you is, when we do translation of any tense, we must focus on the last part of Urdu sentence. Like here we are doing translations of present indefinite tense. So the Urdu identifications are ta hai, ti hai, te hai. As we have already discussed, that present indefinite tense deals with habits, daily routine, universal truth, permanent actions. So, in Urdu sentences of present indefinite tense, you will find the same things. Let's take our first Urdu sentence. वो इस रवैये को पसंद नहीं करते. वो in Urdu can be used for singular as well as plural subject. So, how can you identify if the subject is singular or plural? Yes, if you remember, in the beginning I said, focus on the last part of Urdu sentence. These last Urdu words not only tell you about the tense, but also tell about singular or plural subject as well. So, वो इस रवैये को पसंद नहीं करते. करते is telling us that our subject is plural. So we will use they for plural subject. Then translate with the words into English. It is example of negative sentence. Write do not with they. Now, our English sentence is, they do not like this behavior. नेक्स्ट उर्दू सेंटेंसेस वालदैन अपने बच्चों को प्यार करते हैं. Parents, plural subject, so we'll use plural verb here. The next one is लकड़ी पानी में नहीं डूबती. Singular subject, negative sentence, use does not and write simple first form of verb. Wood does not sink in water. The next sentence is क्या बच्चे आंख बिछोली खेलते हैं? This is the example of interrogative sentence. So write do in the beginning, then subject, children, then verb, play, and for Aunt Macholi, hide and seek, and question mark in the end. So your sentences: do children play, hide and seek, question mark. Next sentence: क्या फकीर दरवाजे पर दस्तक नहीं देता? The subject is singular, and this is the example of intro-negative sentence. So write does in the beginning, then subject, then not, and then first form of verb. So your English sentences: does Bagger not knock at the door? Question mark. The last one is affirmative. माली पौधों की देखभाल करता है. Gardener looks after the plants. It's time for an activity. I have written few affirmative sentences of present indefinite tense, and you have to change them into negative, interrogative, and intro-negative sentences, as I did in previous examples. And your sentences are: she knows how to speak Spanish. The patients take medicines on time. We travel to the beach. The air smells fresh. David listens to the news. In assignment number 2, you have to translate these Urdu sentences into English. And your Urdu sentences are: क्या ये बच्चा हमेशा शोर करता है? मेहनती तालिबे इल्म इनाम पाते हैं. वो मेरी बात नहीं सुनता. वो हर रोज़ ही किताब पढ़ता है. क्या मैं ईद पर नए जूते नहीं खरीदता? So, in today's lesson, we have learned what present indefinite tense is, how we can identify it, how we can construct sentences in present indefinite tense, and how to translate sentences from Urdu to English using present indefinite tense. And now I hope you have understood it clearly.